Listen to all the kids over there. Sounds like an eighth grade school class. Well, this is new. Black and bass. Yeah, this is all new, this windy path. But Round Top was closed for like 2 years. It's just crazy how crowded it is. What can you do? Pennsylvania something. Hard to make it out. Is that a flank walker? Not on the back. Is that a dog getting stepped on? Sound like a dog getting his foot stepped on? 83rd Pennsylvania, that is, oh damn. I just tripped over that and looking at the Strong Vincent distracted me. We all know that Strong Vincent up there. Ow, whoa, 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 my knee. Funny. I know, it's like a school.
I thought they were trying to stop flooding or something.
I think they're trying to make it, more enjoyable for the history person. Because a lot of these monuments were like off the trail and you had to kind of know they were down here. Man, it sounds like there's about 30 kids up there. Arriving to the battlefield like it's about 11 a.m. There are big snakes out here. We only saw the little snake. On the way back on the visitor center trail, there was a little snake right on the path. Climb, climb, climb. Must summon my battlefield strength. I can do it. Okay. Come to a fork in the road. You take that fork. 44th, New York. There's a rock just on the other side in which Strong Vincent was shot. I don't know why the marker's here though. We're headed towards the 16th, Michigan. It's gonna get up to 68 today, but it doesn't feel like that right now with the wind. Devil's Den on the 44th. It don't matter where you go now, there's gonna be people. 44th, New York. 16th, Michigan. I forget what house that is. I always forget what house that is. And the trail keeps going this way. We're gonna cut back. The trail seems to keep on going past 16th, Michigan, which is interesting, but we'll. Okay, we can. The trail still keeps going this way, which had never happened before. That's a flank marker of the 16th, Michigan. That's their leftmost soldier was standing there.
Yeah.
And then the line went all the way this way. That's the middle of the line, and then there's already, handfuls of people up here. Well, it's not like it's super early. Hmm? Oh, earlier, yeah. It was in the past, but not far back enough. I hear the kids, man. Well, this is kind of what I did not want to have happen, but here it is happening. In which there's all these kids here. What you gonna do? There's the right flank. You see, it's not a large regiment. Hmm?
Looks like they found a path. And then you're off.
Yeah, they're right on the edge. We're gonna have to climb up this one way or the other. Like those gentlemen are doing. Uh-oh. That didn't look good. Thorns? I think the man got some thorns. I recorded all that in the zoom up. When he went, oh, now he stopped and he's pulling stuff out. Maybe he got the there's Governor Warren. Listen to how crowded the round top is. These frickin' kids. Sorry. These fucking kids. I can't. What are you gonna do? I mean, it's a field trip. They're here on a field trip. It's a Friday. Most of them will have zero connection to what they're seeing. But, there'll be like one or two of them who will be quiet and off to the rear that will be like, huh, this is really something. And then they'll make a connection that will outlast their lives, you know. The colors are fallish. Man, this dude is like having to climb and shit. We're not gonna go that way. So we're gonna retreat.
Yeah.
Whatever way he went was, yeah, he is in crazy times. He looks like he's not in a safe path there. Damn, I miss it. He's literally hopping off the rocks. Hey fellas, the path ends down there?
It does. Yeah,
Okay.
right over there.
Right on. Look at this dude climbing up. I got him. He made it. After having much chagrining. Alright. See if we can maybe get to the 20th Maine monument before they do, or maybe they already did. That's the 44th New York Monument. I remember being on that at New Year's Eve in the drizzle with Tim Wilson in 1994. And the funny thing was, I already told you, we were supposed to stay like 3 more days, and he's like, oh, I miss my girlfriend. You think we can go back early? I was like, you son of a gun. So we left like 3 days early or 2 days early. Oh my. The bucolic peacefulness of Little Round Top, spoiled by a bunch of 8th graders. Spurled, as my grandparents would say. And we already passed out on the way in. Here comes more kids. Oh, that's a kid that's more of like an adult bunch of people. That's where we just came up from. Down there. Now we continue on. Well, eventually we'll return to the car that way. I don't know if it'll be that way, but 20th Maine. So I know there's going to be people there, but maybe it won't be a mass of kids. All right, maybe Jen will feel the feeling. Hold to the last. It's a pretty doggy. Oh, it is a giant group of people. they're breaking up. Oh, there's like a, no, not a reindeer. Yeah, it is. I know that voice. I do, I do.
Various accounts from people who fought here. Soldiers from Maine, soldiers from Alabama. But they each remembered the event differently. So, what actually did happen? These soldiers from Maine have a cartridge box filled with about 60 bullets each. And if they could fire 2 bullets per minute, how much time are they carrying? 30 minutes worth of ammunition. Those Alabamians kept attacking time and time again, and pretty soon Colonel Chamberlain is being told that his guys are running low on ammunition. He had just been ordered to hold this position no matter what.
Right flank, 20th Maine.
We cannot let the Confederates get on top of this high ground. So what does Colonel Chamberlain do? The Confederates keep on attacking. His guys are keep running out of bullets. How do we defend this ground? Well, according to Colonel Chamberlain, he ordered his men to fix bayonets. And he will order this part of his line, who are facing the reverse slope, to charge down the hill, bayonets forward, and sweep the Alabamians back the direction they came. And when they evened out with the rest of us here in front, we too would charge down the hill, bayonets forward. Chamberlain's account of what happened was told in a 1974 novel called The Killer Angels that was later turned into a movie in 1993 called Gettysburg. So for more than 50 years, the prevailing interpretation is that Joshua Chamberlain, realizing his men are out of ammunition, ordered his soldiers to fix bayonets, and they charged down the hill to drive back those Alabamians. Not often told in that account, though, was the 28 miles the Alabamians had already gotten that day to the top of Big Round Top and down. Is that what happened? That's what Colonel Chamberlain said happened. But his second in command, in charge of the fellows over here, he said he never heard an order to charge. He said that a few of his guys requested permission to go down to the base of the hill to bring back some wounded soldiers who had been shot and who tumbled down the hill. Not yet. We're not going to go forward just yet. But we want to go recover our wounded comrades. So by twos and by threes, some of the soldiers from Maine went down the hill to bring back some wounded men. Other soldiers interpreted that as a charge.
Whoa.
So someone must have ordered a charge, right? It's loud, it's confusing. Here. So at that point, Chamberlain just took control of the situation that was getting out of hand. Let's say, okay, let's go, let's start. Now, William Oates, on the other hand, who had just lost his brother, would maintain that his Alabamians were partly back up the slope of Big Round Top in retreat by the time these guys from Maine arrived with their bayonets drawn. He said he had already given the order to retreat. So what happened? Which account do we tell? Or do we tell all three? I think we tell all three. And I'll let you decide what you think was most likely what happened there. So Tom Skoll, did you have fun this morning? Yeah. I most certainly did. But I guarantee you that if you asked any of these men who fought here if they had fun, what would they say? No. This was very serious. This was very deadly. This was very real. Okay? But the good news is this, Tom Skoll. The good news is this. You experienced the battlefield the way it was intended. When this land was preserved to learn from, that's what we had in mind. In order to understand the battle, we have to put ourselves, as best we can, in the footsteps of those who fought. Not just look at a map and see how different colored blocks moved at different times of day, but to get a better appreciation of what they saw, what they felt, and what they experienced. A little bit later on today, I have no doubt that you will spend some time on Little Round Top with your tour guide. But before we get there, I have something for all of you. I will hand these to Miss Bruce, but because of your efforts today, you will each go home with your very own Civil War Student Scholar ribbon as recognition of your achievement. So let's hear it for Tome School. Hip hip! The soldiers who fought here are no longer here to tell us what happened. But even if they were, if we talk to 10 different Civil War soldiers, we might get 10 different accounts of what happened here, right? Now, Colonel Chamberlain, this college professor from Maine, did heroic things. His men from Maine did heroic things. But he is still shaping the way you're learning this battle right now. See these stone walls? They were built the following day by other soldiers for defense. So these are some of the few fences on the battlefield that were built by soldiers, not by farmers. Chamberlain does not want them here when this place became a battlefield. Why? Why? Because he didn't want you from the Tully School to think that his soldiers fought behind stone walls. Because they didn't, right? So if you go up the tour road, you might notice a little sign that says, these stone walls were built July 3rd, 1863. That's his way of telling you that his guys didn't fight from behind stone walls. William Oates lived a long life, like Chamberlain. He was hoping to pay tribute to his brother and his men by putting a monument here to them. And he wanted to place that monument on that boulder right there. What do you think Colonel Chamberlain thought about that? No. How come? Because you would know just how close they got, right? So the battle story is still being shaped by the veterans, even though they're long gone. Does that make sense? When we examine the past, when we look at history, we have to think critically who's telling the story and why they would have told it that way. We have a little bit of a short walk to go up Little Round Top. Our bus, hopefully, is awaiting us. And we'll get back to the visitor center by 11:30 for lunch. Okay? Thank you so much, Cone School, for an outstanding morning together. I really enjoyed my time with you today.
Thank you.
Thank you. So here we go. We have a short walk just right here.
Mr. Hoptak.
Yes.
Big fan.
Oh, well, thank
Love
you
your
much.
videos
Thank
on
you very
YouTube.
much. I appreciate that.
Ooh, it's quiet down here now. Ooh. That was really cool. I don't see Day's name there. Oh, there's more. There he is. On the monument. Being yelled at. I lost Jennifer completely. Don't fall down the rock. had it in the quiet for a minute. I'll take it. Hello.
That breakfast place.
Which breakfast
No,
place?
but I was the one that said you didn't put your turn signal on.
Yeah.
This morning. Okay, you
That
was
was,
like,
that was me.
okay. He was like, and I'm like,
That's me, buddy. All right. That was very cool to have that tour. And I know that ranger, John Hoptak. I mean, I don't know him. I just
Not of him.
seen his videos. You're fine.
You want me in there?
Yes, please.
Let's
It's all good. Yeah, there was just a class, like 40 kids here.
Oh, no, you're
Oh, was
cool.
there?
Yeah,
So
but
you
they
were patient enough to wait?
oh,
till
they
cleared
were
out?
getting a talk from one of the
Yeah.
rangers. It was badass. It was great.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Alright, so that one who may be related to my friend's name is on the back there, on the side. It was very hard to get a shot at it without risking myself on the rocks here.
I saw you doing that.
Yeah. Melville Day. What a name. He was in the color guard, you know?
Get careful. After that family was stopping, I was so scared about the FEMA pants.
Do you know what the color guard means? Like the flag people. And according to Chamberlain himself, the flag was planted on this rock that the monument is on. And according to him, the flag was right there on this rock, and it didn't move, but the Confederate commander said that the lines were going back and forth, you know. Sometimes they moved up, sometimes they moved back. But Chamberlain didn't like to admit that.
I had to figure out which way we wanted to do, which way to go and come up. And
Yeah, he wound up wanting to really make sure everybody thought, no, we didn't move at all, and then we just charged. But I mean, there's no shame in. But also, like he said, the Confederates marched 28 miles or something directly into the battle, and they did not
dogs.
get water.
Puppies?
Jen would rather definitely pet the dogs.
This is the friendly one.
Oh,
He's
good.
a jumper. You want to say hi, Carla? You want to say hi?
Hello.
Hi, don't jump though. Good boy. Good boy.
Nice puppy.
No, I'm listening. They're going back and forth.
No,
28,000 came up this way.
No, not 28,000.
100?
No, I said they went 28 hours. They marched 28 miles.
Miles this
You
way.
got me confused.
Yeah.
28 miles.
Well, I would-
But they also did not get water. So they stopped. They went all the way up Big Round Top, no water. They sent the guy back to get water. He never returned.
Well, of course not.
Well, no, I mean they moved. They couldn't find them. He couldn't find them. So then they marched 28 miles, went up Big Round Top, no easy feat,
Right.
and then down, and then attacked up here with no water. No water. So they had some challenges.
I was saying, send me off the water, and then you leave, and I can't find you.
Something like that. So it was nice that the kids left and it was super quiet here. Whoa, whoa, hey, don't fall. Probably the most famous Union regiment because of the movie and the book.
Yeah.
But
You meant, I heard him
the
mention
24th Michigan is also super famous because of the amount of losses.
Yeah.
Squirrels.
Bird.
Yeah, I see the birds.
Bird.
Little birds. Well, these guys know stuff too. Okay, well, I recognized the voice of the ranger. I said, I know that voice. And then, because I had seen his wheat field video like 5 times, like a 3-hour video of him doing a tour of the wheat field.
Cool.
and super extensive, intensive. And I shook his hand. His hand was gigantic. I said, Mr. Hoptak, big fan or whatever. And he's like, oh.
That's like a big
This
gentleman.
gnarled hand that felt like it was climbing on rocks all day.
There's some plaque down there.
Yes, there is, and they're also way out there. And Tim Smith took me out there. Is they detached one company, Company B, and they sent them out there to make sure they didn't get flanked.
Oh.
And then they wound up when the battle started, they were stuck out there. They were out there. They couldn't get back either.
Oh, no.
But then they also could fire into the side of the Confederates as they came up,
Oh.
as they came up here.
Well, that's true. Okay.
So that's way out there. I forget. I don't know if there's a path to it, but Tim took us out there. He's like, I want to show you this. And I went out there a couple times. All right, so go read that plaque and then go back to the car that way. This is a little steep here. And all these waysides are new. What's that?
That's where the bathroom.
Oh my God.